Welcome to my Experidigm Zone. I'm Mark Grace, so come on in. I want to talk about how to have joy in life and eliminate any of the unhappiness in your life. And how to do that? It's to go experience life. I call that an Experidigm, to go have as many Experidigms as possible. Okay, so how do you do that? Well, there's something I call the joy equation. And if you can keep getting joy and raising your joy through all the activities and experiences you have in life, you can keep going. Yeah, you're going to have setbacks where bad people intentionally try to stop you, to hurt you. I call those turd throwers, takers, and tyrants. But the reality is, you are in control of your joy equation and your Experidigms that you do. So an Experidigm is an experience. What does this come down to? Joy equals an Experidigm, your activities, times the number of connections you have, minus the number of turd throwers you have, takers and tyrants, minus the T's. Let me show you this in an equation and give you a few examples, because this is simple arithmetic, no big deal. You always want to get positive joy, and here it is. So once again, the joy equation is joy, J, equals E, the number of Experidigms, activities you have, times the number of connections, minus the number of T's, the turd throwers, takers, and tyrants, bad people. And they are there. And they might be half the people in your life. Who knows? But it doesn't make any difference how many T's you have. You can get joy by increasing the number of Experidigms and connections. Let's do an example. Let's do a kid, a 10-year-old kid at school. So we'll say joy for a kid equals, unfortunately, this kid just goes to school. So he's got one Experidigm. Doesn't have any hobbies, no sports, nothing. And at school, he's only got one buddy. So that's one Experidigm times one connection minus, well, he's got 2 turd-throwing parents and 8 bullies at school. That's 10 T's. Minus 10 T's equals 9 minus 9 joy. And that could continue for an entire life as someone grows up stuck in minus joy. That's not good. Now, how can someone get out of that? How can someone get out of minus joy? Well, just increase the number of Experidigms. So for our kid at school, that kid could go to a soccer team, a tennis team, a golf team, theater. Let's just say that that kid does 5 extra things, reads books with other people, 5 extra things. Since most of those things might have 10 people, a soccer team's got many more than 10 people, we'll just say that every activity has 10 connections with it. So that's 50 connections. 5 times 50 is 250. Minus still has the same turd throwers, takers. That's 240 positive. Okay, so you raise and lower your number of joy by the number of Experidigms you have and the number of connections. Let's do, you're not a kid, you're an adult. Let's do an adult. So let's do an adult at work. Similar thing, the adult's at work. Got one Experidigm, work. Doesn't do anything else. Comes home, watches TV, and goes to sleep. Okay, but at work, he's got a bad boss. So an adult, he's got one Experidigm, work. He's got one friend at work, and minus, oh boy, this is work. He's got a boss, and the whole organization is bullies, turd throwers. So his boss and all the other people there are really not very happy. So he's got 50 bullies around him. Okay, we've all been there. So 1 times 1 is 1, minus 50 is 49, minus 49. Well, just like the kid, the only thing to do to get joy, positive joy in life, is 1, to increase the number of Experidigms. And how can you do that? Once again, go do sports, go do art, go do hobbies. And in those, share those with people. Learn how to do those. And that's what we're going to talk about through other videos. But get more Experidigms. So just like the boy, the kid, the 10-year-old kid, got 5 Experidigms times 50 people, minus 50 equals 200 plus. Okay, 200 plus. So the moral of the story is go Experidigm with people and deflect the bad people. And we're going to show you how to Experidigm and how to work with people in future videos. But until then, be happy, go experience life, do as many activities and new activities as you can. Love, joy, love you, bye.